No, stop, stop, stop. Don't hit the skip button. Don't stop. You might be tempted to skip this video. It might be one of the most important videos that I'm ever going to put out, specifically if you're looking to buy or sell a property in my marketplace of Surrey, BC, or anywhere in the province for that matter. And to entice you to stick around, here is a baby hedgehog. And oh, look, he just fell right onto the like button, doing his part to help promote this video through the algorithm. And you too can do your part by just hitting the little thumbs up. Go ahead, I'll wait. All right, thanks for doing that. And now on to the topic of picking a lawyer. Yes, when you buy a property in BC, you're going to need to hire a lawyer to convey the title either into or out of your name. Now, that's not all the lawyer does. They also put together a statement of adjustments, which is going to adjust for things like property taxes, city utilities, even strata fees. And they do a bunch of other things as well, including making sure they get the money from your bank and get it off to the seller, or if you're selling your home, getting the money from the buyer and putting it in your bank. Okay, so like any lawyer can do this? Well, yes, just like a real estate agent is licensed within the province and can help you with any real estate, so is a lawyer licensed and can help you with anything legal. However, much like realtors, most lawyers have some sort of a specialty where they focus their business. And our specialty here as real estate agents is in Surrey and Fraser Valley residential real estate. So you're going to want to make sure you pick a lawyer that specializes in real estate and conveyance. And on top of that, not all lawyers have the exact same business model. So when you do pick a lawyer to convey your title, you're going to want to find out if what they're offering meets your needs. And let me give you an example of that. When I do anything in real estate, I prefer myself to go to a full service legal office. Shout out Buckley Hogan. The reason for this is I like to go to one legal firm for all of my dealings, whether it be real estate or maybe even estate planning.
Things like wills.
And on top of that, not that I plan to sue anyone or be sued, but if I did, I'd like to already go to somewhere where I have a relationship. And a full service legal firm is likely going to have some sort of other departments with lawyers that then specialize in other things. Could be contract law, tax law, family law, or even litigation. So by picking a full service law firm, what I've essentially done is kept a relationship where I know there's a person within that same law firm that can handle any situation that I come across. But when it comes to real estate, the number one thing people say to me is,
I'm going to use a notary because they're cheaper.
Which then I respond with,
did your parents tell you that? Because that's no longer the case.
You see, the big difference between a notary and a lawyer is that a notary can help you prepare and file all of the paperwork, and the lawyer can actually do the exact same thing. However, if something goes wrong, and in this case in your real estate transaction, and whatever goes wrong is outside of the scope of what a notary does, it's at that point when the notary would say to you, well, here's your file, good luck, you're going to need a lawyer. So if you're already with a lawyer, they can give you legal advice and tell you how to proceed. And usually that's without taking on any extra costs, because if you're already there paying them and they can easily navigate through, they're not going to charge you extra. Now, if the problem goes really, really wrong and they got to put a lot of time in, you're probably going to get a bill, but you're already in the right place to get legal help. So that's why I recommend using a lawyer. Oh yeah, and that thing about notaries being cheaper, well, I believe that used to be the case, but what we're seeing right now is lots of lawyers have structured their business in a way where they can lower their prices and compete with notaries. And a lot of those lawyers with those new business models have then brought down their fees. However, you'll have to consider, if you do pick the lawyer that has the lowest fee, do they have the services that you need in the event that something does go wrong? For instance, a litigation department. So often in the lower fee lawyers, what they've done is they've scraped out all of that extra overhead, and all they do is focus on real estate conveyance to make sure that they can compete on price, therefore actually acting more like a notary. But the real estate lawyer game is a competitive one, and recently we've even seen some business models that are pretty cool. For instance, some lawyers have said, to hell with the big office, I'm going mobile. I'm not taking on all the overhead of having brick and mortar. And some of these lawyers will even come to you outside of office hours, therefore removing the headache of having to take maybe time off of work or find a sitter for the kids and then have to travel all the way to their offices. But often these guys are a one-man show, so you may not necessarily get them on the phone as conveniently as you would somebody who's, got an administrator answering the phones. However, with low fees and the fact that the mobile lawyer will come to you, this business model has picked up popularity in our clients tremendously over the last few years. So there you go. That is my how to pick a lawyer talk. My personal pick is a firm, a full service firm, not a notary, not a mobile guy. But again, I'm much more interested in keeping the relationship in case something goes wrong, because I do tend to be slightly more conservative. However, if you're more worried about the conservatism of your pocketbook, there are some great business models emerging. Please remember to subscribe to join our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button to help us grow the channel through the YouTube algorithm, we would really appreciate it. While you're on the channel, please check out a couple of other videos, and we'll see you in a couple of days.